Wizards just announced that they're going to be reprinting the limited edition beta cards in a whole new 30th anniversary set. Let's have a conversation. Well, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. My name's Louie. I hope you're having yourself a fantastic day. Today I want to talk about, well, I wasn't planning on talking about this. We were going to have a dialogue about Warhammer and Infinity coming out at the same time and how it affects local game stores. We'll save that video for later this week, because as I was sitting down to film that video, I got a text and Wizards has announced a 30th anniversary set reprint of the beta collection, the limited beta set, which has your Black Lotus, it has your your dual lands, all the things in it. And I'm gonna call this the cash grab of all cash grabs for $1,000. For $1,000, you can get 4 packs that have 15 cards each. You get a bunch of cards. They have retro frames. They're changing up all the stuff. And most importantly to note, at the beginning of this video, they have a different card back. Now, this is obviously breaking the reserve list reprint policy. I know the cards aren't tournament legal. I understand, I get it. But this is putting more cards in an official print. They feel the same, whatever, and Wizards cashing in on this market. And this is a super interesting thing. It's gonna be really interesting to watch how the community reacts to this whole thing, how the reserve list market reacts to this whole thing. My gut says, honestly, that this will not affect the reserve list at all. Although, if you do the math, you could have a whole ton of reserve list investments, and my whole life savings isn't revolved around the reserve list. I think the reserve list is cool. I personally wish they would. This is a 30th anniversary celebration, and not giving this to the LGS. I get it. They're giving WPN stores 1 box as a gift. Thank you, Wizards. Thank you so much. I appreciate the 1 gift. But why is this not a product that you sell at the local game store and that you make exclusive, like the mystery booster boxes? That was a fantastic product. Why isn't this a product that is exclusive to the local game store, that you're going to, that you've celebrated for the last 30 years? Why is that product not there? That is my biggest gripe with this product, not the reserve list reprint, but you play Magic at your local game store. The vast majority of people who go in and out of this game happen at a local game store, and so why don't you support the local game store by giving them this product rather than the blatant cash grab? I mean, it's gonna cost. They don't even have to do anything. They did some new artwork and some new stuff and whatever, but it's gonna cost Wizards like $10, or not even that. There's 4 packs. It's gonna cost Wizards like $6 a pack, $6 a box to print this and to whatever. They're gonna sell it for $250 a pack? Are you freaking kidding me? Like, this is the cash grab of all secret layers. This is the cashiest cash grab ever. Yeah, thank you for the 1 box. I know, thank you. I get it. Like, we get 1 box as an LGS, so ridiculous. Anyway, so they're reprinting all this stuff, and I think the reserve list conversation is gonna happen. I don't think that these new prints with a different backing are really going to affect the price of reserve list staples. Maybe you see a blip on the radar. If you care about reserve lists, maybe this is a good opportunity to buy. If things really do tank, you can actually get some of the original cards. But these will be different enough that people who collect reserve list cards are not going to they're not gonna rather have these. I think this experience, and they even say it in the article, is to give you, a viewer who has never had the opportunity to open a Black Lotus, that opportunity to open a Black Lotus. And that's really cool. It's way cooler if it's not $1,000 a box though. Like, that price is so ridiculous. It's just so ridiculous. Again, you could buy 2 revised dual lands for that price. For $1,000, you should have 2 of the actual reserve list cards. And so that's crazy. And then the other thing I wanted to note is that they are not tournament legal. They are printing these and saying they are not tournament legal. I don't think you know, the retro frame and that kind of thing, I don't think that that's gonna matter for Commander. It will be really interesting. They put it in the black border. And so I do think you're going to run into a lot of these cards in your Commander games. And you already run into a lot of these things often, I do anyway, with not in my store, but when I play at my kitchen table and friends come over, oftentimes they'll bring proxies. I'm not a fan of proxies, but this seems like Wizards kind of cashing in on some of that proxy market. And so I do think you're gonna start seeing more Commander players putting this kind of cards in your deck, and that's gonna open up this door to more casual games allowing the older cards in proxy form, as you're gonna see your friends playing with these ones, and then they're gonna say, well, that's not tournament legal. People are gonna be like, really, do you really care? And it's just gonna go into this whole conversation. So I think this is a little bit of Wizards trying to battle that proxy war, by giving cards that, you know, they're black bordered. They don't have like a whole different front facing. It just says, you know, the 30th anniversary on the front. When it's in a sleeve, you're not gonna be able to tell the difference on the back of the card. That just doesn't matter. And so I do think that this is going to increase the amount of people who put things that aren't tournament legal in their decks. Because if you buy this, if you're a secret layer buyer, this is essentially the reserve list secret layer. They didn't like really brand it as that, but that's essentially what this is a beta secret layer. That's what it is. So I think a lot of people are gonna put these cards into their Commander decks and build that kind of thing. It would be very interesting. I know they increased the pull rate of the dual lands in there. It'd be really interesting to see how many Black Lotuses we kind of see float through. How wide is this product going out? It's a really steep price point at $1,000 for 4 packs. It'll be interesting to see how wide it goes. I know it is limited, but it'll be interesting to see how limited that all ends. I'm way more curious than I am to hear my thoughts. I'm really curious to hear your thoughts. What are your reaction to Wizards reprinting with a different backing and not tournament legal? What's your thoughts on this? Is this matter at all? Is this just a cash grab? Or is this something that is gonna actually affect the market and affect the reserve list cards? What should they have done for the LGSs? What was a way, or was giving LGSs one kit good enough? What do you think about the product? I'm very curious to hear your takes and see what you think of this product. Do you plan on buying it? And what do you plan on doing with the cards once you have them? Hope you have yourself a fantastic day. Remember to be kind to the people around you. And remember, there's more to life than reserve list cards. You know, it sucks for some people, but for other people, it's gonna be really cool. So hope you have yourself a fantastic day. Be kind to the people around you.